Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the most expensive things bought with Bitcoin. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Let's get right into it. The Trump Soho Hotel condo at 25,500 Bitcoin. In May 2013, a one-bedroom condo in Trump's New York hotel went on sale for 25,500 Bitcoin. The seller refused to accept any other form of currency. At the time, 25,000 Bitcoin gave the condo a USD price of $2 million. By the time the market's all-time high arrived 4 years later, that figure had jumped to more than $500 million. A chartered jet at 54.95 Bitcoin. If you're a multimillionaire, the last thing you want to do is travel with other mere mortals on a commercial airline. However, buying and upkeeping your own private jet is expensive, even for the mega wealthy. It's much better to charter a jet when you need one. In 2014, Bitcoin Foundation member Olivia Hansen paid 54.95 Bitcoin to charter a private jet from privatefly.com.
Knobs, buttons, and switches.
We've got all type of snacks. There's M&M's, nuts, granola bars, Oreos, chips. What are these? Pretzels. We got coffee.
Citizenship at 20 plus Bitcoin. Some countries have been quick to capitalize on the possibility of selling citizenship to wealthy individuals in exchange for Bitcoin. Tellingly, the two trailblazers, Vanuatu in the Pacific Ocean and Antigua and Barbuda in the Caribbean, both offer buyers an abundance of white sandy beaches, palm trees, and tropical waters. A citizenship for Vanuatu costs 27 Bitcoin. Antigua and Barbuda costs 20 Bitcoin. The Vanuatu scheme is operated through an Australian agency, whereas the government runs Antigua's Bitcoin scheme.
And actually, you can see right here, they've actually started, which means that they are now excluding Bitfinex from the overall market cap. You can see right down here, that stands for price excluded.
Crypto collectible, 600 Ethereum. Crypto collectibles fascinate us. The idea of taking traditional trading card games onto the blockchain is an enthralling one. It's something we looked at in detail in a podcast episode and in an article about the best crypto collectibles to buy. Of course, the most well-known crypto collectibles is CryptoKitties. It lets you collect and breed unique digital cats, each of which have its own set of attributes. The two most expensive CryptoKitty sales are 600 Ethereum for a cat called Dragon and 253 Ethereum for founder cat number 18, one of the original CryptoKitties. At the time of the sale, Dragon was worth more than $170,000. Next up, it's an Andy Warhol painting at $1.7 million. In mid-2018, an Andy Warhol painting titled 14 Small Electric Chairs was sold using blockchain technology. The use of a blockchain meant investors could own a partial stake in the famous piece. The organizer, Mecenas, was willing to sell up to 49% of the ownership. In the end, he sold 31.7% for 1.7 million USD. Buyers could make their payments in either Bitcoin or Ethereum. The final auction price for each share of the painting ownership was determined using a smart contract running on Ethereum. Next up, a Canadian house at 5,750 Bitcoin. The house in Alberta went on sale for 5,750 Bitcoin. At the time of the listing in 2013, 5,750 Bitcoin was worth about 400,000 Canadian dollars. Of course, the all-time high inflated that figure to roughly $115 million. Let's just hope the seller, Mr. Taylor, held the Bitcoins in a secure hardware wallet and didn't opt to pump it all back into another property purchase. Education at 20 plus Bitcoin. Education is another business sector that's been quick to understand crypto's potential. Several universities around the world are accepting payment now in Bitcoin. The University of Nicosia in Cyprus was the first to make the leap in 2013. The first American organization to come on board was King's College in 2014. It costs upwards of $35,000 per semester. Today, many more universities and colleges offer Bitcoin payments. They include the European School of Management and Technology in Berlin, Germany, and the Lucerne University of Applied Sciences and Arts in Switzerland. Perhaps we can all sleep easy knowing that our kids' futures are in such forward-thinking hands. A Tesla Model S at 91.4 Bitcoin. A Lamborghini dealership in California became one of the first places in the country to sell a new car in exchange for Bitcoin, when it accepted a 91.4 Bitcoin offer for a Tesla Model S in 2013. At the time, it put the price of the Tesla at a little over $100,000. According to the LA Times, the dealership's sales manager Nick Jones was left a little overwhelmed by the entire process. It was a little odd. For me, it was very odd. I didn't know much about Bitcoin, and I never wanted to turn away business or tell a customer no, until I'm sure that I can't do what the customer is asking me for. Next up, a yacht at 12,000 Ethereum. Denison Yachting is a shipbuilder based in Florida. In 2018, it started accepting crypto payments. CEO Bob Denison was seemingly an advocate of crypto adoption. He told CNBC that it is our job as salesmen to make shopping as easy as possible. It's just an effort to adapt to the customer to offer payment in cryptocurrency. Denison has reportedly sold one of his newest models, the M90 Panacera, for 12,000 Ethereum. That gives the boat a USD value of more than 3 million. And lastly, a pizza at 10,000 Bitcoin. We know it's old news, but we have to mention it. In May 2010, a programmer purchased 2 large Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. At the time, 10,000 Bitcoin was only worth $30. It was more or less the going rate for pizza delivery. Of course, by the time the all-time high rolled around in late 2017, early 2018, that pizza was suddenly worth nearly $200 million. Sadly, most of the items in our list will be forever out of the reach for the majority of people, but there are still ways that you can use crypto in your everyday life. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another amazing video from us. Until next time.